This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Wednesday, March the 23rd, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, the president of the National Union of Public Workers, Akani McDowell, has publicly distanced himself from recent correspondence sent by General Secretary Rosalind Smith to Chief Executive Officer of the Grantley Adams International Airport, Inc., David Barrow, demanding a 4% wage increase for airport workers for 2011. On Monday, Barbados Today published a copy of the letter sent by Smith on March 11, 2016, even as the union had been meeting with Minister of Labour Dr. Esther Bayer-Suku on the disputed 3.5% pay increase for that same year. However, while claiming that the letterhead used was not authentic because it carries the names of two former officers of the union, namely its past president Walter Maloney and retired General Secretary Dennis Clark, McDowell said those salary proposals were also not sanctioned by the National Council of the NUPW. He further stated that since the National Council, which is the NUPW's highest decision-making body, was yet to meet on the matter of a 4% wage increase, its executives did not have a mandate to enter into any discussions with Gaia Inc. When contacted last night, Smith did not deny she had written the letter, but was adamant that as General Secretary of the NUPW, she had a function to perform. However, she refused to be drawn into any further discussion on McDowell's claims that her correspondence was neither authentic nor mandated by the National Council. Attorney at law and social activist David Commershong has formally served notice on Prime Minister Francis Stewart and Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite that he will be heading to the High Court by tomorrow to file an application to sue the government over its controversial Immigration Biometrics Regulations 2015. Prime Minister Stewart, who is also responsible for immigration, has since ordered that the regulations, which were scheduled to take effect April the 1st and which would subject Barbadian citizens to fingerprinting on leaving or returning home, be put on hold until a thorough re-examination of all the legal issues was undertaken. But in his response letter to Prime Minister Francis Stewart's reply to him, Commission told Stewart yesterday the enactment of the regulations was unlawful in the first place and a postponement was not good enough, and he would ask the court to rule on the constitutionality of the security measure.
Telling them that I am not satisfied with any postponement, that the whole thing has to be annulled, and that we are going to court, and explaining to them all of the reasons why the very principle, because the minister is saying, is that they're going to not that they're not committed to it, they're going to postpone it to correct any irregularities that pertain to it, because the reality is the thing is unlawful. It was not lawfully enacted, and it's also unconstitutional. So I let him know that we are not holding back because he is still committed to it, and we are saying that fundamentally it is wrong to treat citizens of your own country this way.
The Barbados Water Authority says the ongoing strike by its workers for increments is negatively affecting its response to outages, particularly in the north of the island, where difficulties persist in the refilling of community tanks. In an interview with Barbados Today last night, BWA Chairman Dr. Atlee Brathwaite also warned that the strike could compromise the authority's finances, even though he could not give any details as to the current financial impact. Dr. Brathwaite said the BWA has been using the skeleton staff, which is not on strike, to try to meet the demands of customers.
The main staff that's on strike will be staff from the distribution section, things like people like plumbers and drivers. And once we have problems with the drivers of the tankers, then we'll have a difficulty in getting water to areas which are suffering from outages quickly. We placed a number of community tanks, about 60 of them, especially in the northern area, and our responsibility is to ensure that those tanks are constantly refilled. And because of the strike, those tanks, they're not refilled as quickly as they should be. We have to depend on the skeleton staff that is working and any other assistance that we may get.
Dr. Brathwaite also revealed that Minister of Water Resource Management, Dr. David Esbick, met with members of the BWA's negotiating team yesterday, and that a follow-up meeting with Minister of Labour, Dr. Esther Bayasuku, was scheduled for tomorrow at 3 p.m., where the water company will put its proposals on the table. The union claims the BWA owes its 830 employees over $30 million in increments over the past 10 years. The industrial action continues today as Minister Bayasuku prepares to bring both parties together at the bargaining table in an effort to settle the dispute. Controversial Combermere senior teacher Reverend Charles Morris was a no-show at his disciplinary hearing yesterday. Morris was expected to appear before a Ministry of Education disciplinary panel to answer charges that he breached the ministry's code of conduct and ethics when he spoke publicly about the environmental problems at the school in a recent interview with Barbados Today. President of the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union, Mary Redmond, said Morris could not attend because he was on sick leave. In sports now, West Indies, which currently top their Super 10 Group 1 ICC 2020 World Cup standings, will play South Africa on Good Friday. Having already beaten England and Sri Lanka in their only 2 games, Darren Sammy's men would be on a winning high going into that battle with the Proteas in Nagpur.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Turning now to news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago heightens security at its airports following the twin Brussels attacks that left over 30 people dead. We get more in this report from TV6 News.
The deadly terrorist attacks, which ISIS has taken claim for at the airport and the metro station in Brussels, Belgium, has caused a heightened level of security at the Piaco International Airport in Trinidad and the A&R Robinson Airport in Tobago. In a brief telephone interview with TV6 News, Trinidad and Tobago's Director General of Civil Aviation, Ramesh Lachmidial, said, quote, "The Civil Aviation Authority is working with the Airports Authority of Trinidad and Tobago and the relevant law enforcement agencies to step up security measures," unquote. Asked if airline passengers departing from the Piaco and A&R Robinson airports should prepare for any flight delays due to the increased security measures, Mr. Lachmidial said the Civil Aviation Authority does not anticipate any delays because of these measures.
And on the international scene, U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump has won over large blocks of religious voters, but one group of faithful conservatives has resisted, and that's the Mormons. He lost contests in Idaho and Wyoming, which have large Mormon populations, and polls show him a distant second in Utah, where the church is based. Tuesday's Republican caucuses in Utah could signal a weakness for Trump. Some early polls show that if Trump advances to the general election, Utah voters would choose a Democrat. The last time the state voted for a Democrat in a presidential election was in 1964. And that's news and sport. However, you can join us again this afternoon for more. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into channel 99 on Flow TV and to Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.